Okay, so to get started building this fish, what you want to start with is you want to start by grabbing about 5 blocks in your inventory. So what you're going to need is you're going to need orange stained clay, then you're going to need some sort of white block. I'm going to use white wool, and then you're going to need black wool, and you're going to need a button, and you're going to need black stained glass. The black stained glass is optional. It doesn't really make a huge difference to the fish. It just adds a little bit of extra detail, so if you don't want to add it in, you can just leave it out. So anyway, let's get started. So I've chosen right about here to build my fish. So to start, you want to take up a pillar about, let's say, 7 or 8 blocks up. It doesn't really matter, it doesn't have to be perfect. So just start with a base block right about there. Then you want to build a square 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks by 4. So 1, 2, so 1, 2 there, and then 1, 2 down here, and that's 4. And then you want to take it 6 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then basically go ahead and fill this whole square in. I'm just going to do this very quickly here. Boom, 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 all done. And then you want to skip 1 block. So skip 1 block, so leave that one, and then create another square on the other side, because we want the fish to be kind of a 3D fish, not a 2D or a pixel art fish. So we want to make it into a 3D fish. So we're going to do that. So once you have that, you're ready to move on to the next step. So the next step is basically fill in a row up the top here, and then just take it up by 1 block up there. Perfect. So that's what you need, and then you're going to delete that one because you don't need that one. Then moving on to the head. So this is going to be the front, and this over here is going to be the back. So over here at the front of the fish, we're going to start with the forehead first. So right about there, we want to create that sort of thing, and then take it 1 more down and then across. So you create this kind of L shape where the fish is going to be. Then you want to grab your black wool and place 2 there, 2 black wools there, and that's basically going to be the eyes. So we can go ahead and place the button at there, and I'm going to place it so the eyes are kind of facing forward. I've seen some people placing it on the side there. I just think it makes it look really weird. So I'm going to place it at the front there, so the fish is kind of looking forward, not looking out to the side. You can do whatever you really want, whatever you think looks the best. But anyway, moving on. So underneath the eyes here, we're going to extend this square out by 2 blocks, just like that. We're going to do the same thing over here. So extend that out, and then extend it 1 more out in the middle there, so you kind of create this staircase shape going down. And the fish is already looking pretty good, so we're just going to move on here now that we are on a roll. So just quickly take it down like that. Yes, perfect. And then 1 more down like we did at the top there. So just take a row downwards just like that, and that's pretty much it for the head. It looks a little bit square, I know that, guys, but we are going to be fixing that with some black stained glass later on in the video. So anyway, moving on to the middle here. So what we're going to do, so right underneath here where we have this, you're going to skip 1 block, and then in here you're going to create 3 blocks like that, and then underneath you're going to create 1, 2, 3 blocks like that, and that's basically going to be one of the arms or one of the fins of the fish. So we're going to do the same thing over here, do that, and then 1, 2, 3 again. So that's pretty good. So we got that, and that kind of makes it a little bit less squarey, if you can say it like that. I don't know if that's a word, but anyway, I'm going to say that. And then going back to the tail here, you're going to create 3 blocks like that, 1, 2, 3. Do it over here again, 1, 2, 3. And then in the middle here, you're going to extend it out by 2 blocks, just like that. And then here, you're just going to fill it in. Perfect. And fill it in at the bottom. Fill that in and that in. So we don't want any holes in there. And then right about here, you want to take it out by, let's say, 4 blocks. Let's go with 4. I think that's going to be good. Yep, 4 blocks. Then up here, you want to place a block there. I guess a block there. Let's see. No, we don't want a block there. Let's see. We want a block. We want this to be 2, I guess. Yep, we want to extend that out by 2. And then right about here, you want to do that. And then here in the middle, you want to do that. I'm just going to turn the brightness up on my screen a little bit. There we go. So now I can see it's turning daytime. that's why. So time set 1,000. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so I was getting worried there. So where were we up to? So we were up to here. So we want that to be there, and then that to be there, and then down here we want that. Yep. So just do that. So as you can see, I'm going to pause a little bit. So you got 1 there, 2 there, and then 2 down here and 1 up the top. I hope that makes sense. If don't, I'm really sorry. But anyway, now we're going to move on to the tail. So the tail is going to be a little bit of a weird shape, but I kind of liked it when I designed this fish. So down here we're going to do the same thing. So that's kind of the tail. It looks a little bit weird to me, but I guess that's going to be it. Let's see, is there anything? I want it kind of to be in the middle. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So just do that. That looks a lot better. So do that. We can also go ahead and do that if we wanted to. Question is to be or not to be. Let's see from a distance. Is that going to look good? Well, you can decide. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. You can leave it like that. No, if you leave it like that, I think the tail is just kind of floating out the back there. So I'm going to connect it just like that. Yeah, that's going to be better. I think I'm actually going to taking this across a little bit more. Just 1 block. Yeah, so it makes it a little bit different from the top, but that doesn't really matter. So that's okay. Then we're going to move on to the black stained glass, and you don't have to place it in if you don't want to, but I'm going to place it in just because I can. So I'm going to place 3 up the top there, 3 down the bottom over here, just to make it a little bit different. So don't place it the same. Oh, it is kind of the same. But anyway, just place it a little bit random around. I'm going to place a few on the nose here. So 1 there, 1 there. And then down the back here. Just like that. And just like that. Perfect. And then maybe some of the tail. Of course, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But I'm going to do it. So that's good. And then to make this into a Finding Nemo fish, we are of course going to be adding the white wool. So to do that, you just want to start, let's say we're going to start the stripes right about there. So do that, and then just take a white kind of strip all the way around the fish. So there as well, there, oh, there, and just like that. Just take it all the way around, and it should look pretty good. So that's the first one. I think we're going to be skipping 2 blocks. Let's say it looks a little bit weird, so let's take it out a little bit. So do that, and then that instead. Just like that. So it's not totally straight. And then down here I'm thinking maybe if we can do that and replace that. Yep, do that. So the line is not 100% straight. And then we're going to skip 2 blocks. So 1, 2, and we're going to start the next one right about there. And then here we want to do that. Do we want to take it in 1? Yeah, take it in 1, and then just take the next band all the way around. And you're going to follow the same shape. So as you can see, it's not just a straight line, it goes kind of out a little bit. I think that looks a lot better than just a straight line. Perfect. And then take it down. Oh, I fell in the water. Boom and boom. Oh, not there. And boom. And then just replace that. Yep, that looks good. I think we're going to adding 1 more. So skip 2 again, or 3 maybe. Yeah. Yep, skip 3. Put it over there, and then 1 there, 1 there. There we go. 1 there, 1 there. No, 1 over here. Perfect. And then 1 over here. That's not equal. It's gonna be over there, and I'm running out of battery here soon, so I'll just quickly finish this off. And then on the tail a little bit, so 1 up the top there and 1 down the bottom, and then just do that sort of thing there. Yep, looks good. And then you could go ahead and if you wanted to add some here on the head. I think I'm just gonna do that very quickly here, just to make everyone happy. So that is pretty much the Finding Nemo fish all done, all complete. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out a lot. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. This has been ItzNickers, and I'm out. I'll see you later, guys. Take care.